Mr. Chairman, I believe we're in a stalemate.
The top U.S. commander in Afghanistan, General John Nicholson, offered lawmakers a grim assessment about when the war in Afghanistan will end and what the American people have gotten after 15 years of war. General Nicholson says he is a few thousand troops short. 1,400 U.S. troops were pulled out of Afghanistan in December. Troop caps have forced the U.S. military to rely on expensive contractors.
We have roughly a 2-to-1 ratio of contractors to soldiers.
This morning in Helmand province, a Green Beret was severely wounded. 12 Americans have been killed in Afghanistan since October. Afghanistan is looking more and more like the forgotten war. The subject hardly surfaced on the campaign trail. President Trump mentioned Afghanistan just once when he met with military commanders at U.S. Central Command in Tampa, Florida this week.
The president has given U.S. commanders 30 days to come up with a plan to defeat ISIS. Here at CENTCOM, this is where the war plans are being developed.
The same request was not made for Afghanistan, where General Nicholson says the Russians and the Iranians are now actively supporting the Taliban.
When we look at Russia and Iranian actions in Afghanistan, I believe that in part they are to undermine the United States and NATO.
Russia's support for the Taliban began last year, according to Nicholson.
I think we better let President Trump know that.
Yes, sir.
And now Iran is recruiting Afghans to fight ISIS in Syria, a situation that could blow back on Kabul when those fighters return home.
Reconstructing Afghanistan has now become the largest expenditure to rebuild a single country in our nation's history.
$117 billion to date. And there are more U.S. troops in Afghanistan than in Iraq right now. 8,400 in Afghanistan compared to roughly 6,000 in Iraq, less than 10% of when troop numbers peaked in Afghanistan in 2011 during President Obama's surge. Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.